Hello. All right, I have participation this afternoon. I love it. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Guide Dogs for the Blind. We are here today to celebrate the graduation of the 504th class to graduate here from our Oregon campus. So thank you all so much for joining us. We are here in Oregon, and I appreciate all of you joining us here in person, as well as thank you to those of you that are joining us virtually. So we are here today to celebrate 4 new guide dog teams, and as well as applaud the generosity of all those folks that came together to make today happen. First, I would like to thank our wonderful puppy raisers. Thank you for helping us to prepare these dogs for their very special roles. We literally could not fulfill our mission without what you do. This wonderful group of volunteers, we have them all over the western states. They get these tiny little fluffy puppies delivered into their arms about 8 weeks old, and they do a lot of heavy lifting, right? They socialize the dogs, they get them used to just being a good pet. They might have to endure some chewed shoes, maybe a little furniture, maybe a chewed leash here or there. And then just when they've gotten them to be a really nice adult dog, we say, hey, could you bring that great dog back so we can train them for their next mission? So it's a labor of love, and again, we couldn't do it without you, so thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Next, I'd like to thank our donors. Thank you for helping us to provide a lifetime of support for our alums at no cost to them. We don't receive any government funding, so we're very thankful for your support. GDB would like to especially acknowledge Lillian Tremoroli for her generous sponsorship of harnesses throughout 2024. Thank you. Next, I'd like to thank our volunteers and our employees. Thank you for all you do to support our mission. We have, again, a wonderful group of volunteers, including our puppy raisers. We have many campus-based volunteers as well that help walk the dogs, they clean dishes, they'll help out in the kennels, they'll take our clients to and from the airport. And again, we couldn't do this without this amazing group of volunteers, as well as our employees. Thank you especially to our canine welfare and training technicians. A bunch of them are here with us today. They're the wonderful group of folks that help out in the kennel when the dogs are not actively being trained by our instructors. And again, thank you guys for keeping our dogs happy and healthy. So next, we'd like to share a short video about our mission. This video is audio described, so in addition to the narrator, you will hear a second voice that describes the scenes in the video. Captions are also included. These inclusive features ensure that everyone can access and enjoy the video. Please enjoy.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program.
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
Or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
the struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
All right. And as I was watching that video, I realized I forgot to introduce myself. I apologize. My name is Caroline Wilkins, and I've been the class supervisor for this wonderful class that will be graduating today. And I'd like to introduce our instructors now. We have Jenna Reimer, apprentice instructor, and master instructor Lanny Jo Bachman. And unfortunately, Savannah Pritchot was also part of this class, and unfortunately she was unable to join us today, but we thank her, and she is joining us via live stream. All right, now I'm going to pass the microphone on to Lanny Jo to introduce our clients today.
Thank you, Caroline. I know everybody's excited to meet our grads, so we'll just go ahead and get started. Our first graduate today is John Elias of Salem, Oregon. John is excited to do more with Northwest Association for Blind Athletes and being more active with his new guide dog. John received his first guide, Gunther, a male black Labrador retriever. Gunther was raised by Janelle McMullen of San Antonio, Texas, Jada Murphy of San Antonio, Texas, and is presented here by Jada.
First and most part, I want to say thank you, Jada, for bringing Gunther into this world and being a big part of his life. It wouldn't have been so hard. I'm so grateful for what you have done, and we just appreciate puppy raisers so much. And I want to also thank the instructors and all that you've given me in support all this way through all this training. I'm truly grateful. Thanks again.
Hi everyone, my name is Jada and I'm coming from San Antonio, Texas as Gunther's puppy raiser. Gunther, who I always like to call Gunny Buddy, was such an easy and wonderful dog to raise, whether it's math class, livestock shows, and barbecue competitions. Gunther was always by my side. He has brought me so much joy to me and everyone else around him. Not a day went by where he didn't come to class with me, and if for whatever reason he didn't, someone was always quick to ask where he was. One of Gunther's favorite things to do was throw his toys up in the air while he was playing with them and jump onto them, which is where he got the nickname Gunny Bunny. I was brought to tears when I called Mr. Elias this past Thursday, and he brought up the fact how he loved to throw his toys just how I used to remember. He has taught me so much, and was so much more than just a dog to me. He was my best friend. I am so grateful for this opportunity, and I'm so glad Gunther was able to be with John today. Thank you.
All right, our next graduate is Jen Celica from the Villages, Florida. Jen is looking forward to introducing her new dog to 2 cat roommates and taking her to a Lake Sumter State College and experiencing new adventures together. Jen received her first guide as well, Vindy, a female yellow Labrador Retriever raised by Judy Ginnedy of Sequim, Washington.
I never would have expected this 2 years ago after I lost my blindness or became blind, and I'm so thankful to you, Judy, as well as all the other people that raised Vindy and also all the other dogs out there, because you have just created a dog that has been nurtured and you've taught her so much. She is amazingly intellectual and so fun-loving, and I'm so looking forward to new adventures with her. I'd also like to thank all of my trainers, specifically Lainey Jo and my other trainer, Jenna, somewhere out there, because they have helped us to become such a great team that has learned to work together. So thank you.
Thank you so much for the work that you do here in this organization. When I toured the Guide Dog campus, when I brought Vindy back to recall and met your caring staff and just experienced the level of professionalism evident here, that's what allowed me to kind of let go of this very special pup and back into your care. Your long-reaching fingers into the guide dog community help us as raisers to guide these precious paws back to you. Our local leaders, Deb and Barbara in Sequim, Washington, have been a total blessing. Their many years of guide dog experience made this new adventure a rewarding one for me, not to mention the many fun field trips with the troop of pups in training. The club called Vindy a super pup, and as a first-time raiser, I really didn't understand what that meant. I thought it was just their way of encouraging me. But looking back, they saw who Vindy could become. Vindy's a unique combination of full-blown energy that knows no bounds and a quiet companion who knows how to chill when you need it. She kindled at my feet for hours during Shabbat teachings and then would pull a tug toy like life depended on a win. Amazingly, I never found a surface she wasn't excited to try, a doorway, especially automatic doors, that she didn't want to go through again and again. And stairs her eyes couldn't get brighter with expectation. Two stories I'd like to share. The first funny one was when she was 11 weeks old. I had just gotten her. And my Mastiff of the past loved plastic jugs, so I put an empty vinegar bottle on the floor for her. And she did that funny little 11-week puppy thing of, don't think I'm going to do this. She didn't like that jug at all. And that was her first, but it was her only fear during the whole time I was raising her. She woke up the next morning, literally, said hi to the jug, and bottles became her favorite noisemaker ever since. An ever watchful one, bugs were Vindy's constant fascination, especially tiny ones. And she loves pushing cardboard boxes around. What can I say? She's a bee girl. Bottles, boxes, bugs, and of course her Jolly Ball. Vindy Lou loves soft and squeaky things like Lammy, Deerio were her favorites, and fleece tug toys. And the second thing, and this is the one that solidified for me that Vindy knew instinctively what she was bred to do. We were hiking down a steep path behind my house, and I slipped. And this happened twice, weeks apart, different slopes. And my automatic reactions, of course, were to reach and catch myself. Well, my hand landed square on Vindy's shoulders. She didn't move. Perfect place, perfect timing on her part. She's a rock, and I know she'll be your rock in many ways that I can only fathom, Jen. Sometimes in the Lord's perfect plan, in his perfect shalom, we must wait and wait some more. And I know you had a season of a lot of waiting for her. Timing is everything, and your perfect match couldn't happen until Vindy was born. Enjoy life's changes as she guides you into your new world of dreams and experiences. I love you, Vindy.
All right, next we have Suzanne Reed of Tampa, Florida. Suzanne is looking forward to having time off from work to settle in with her new dog. She is also excited to explore new places and have independence. They will be going back to work and to the beach. Suzanne received her first guide, Owen, a male Labrador Retriever, raised by Lindsay Mitchell of Tempe, Arizona, and Sofia Ippolito of Riley Gomez of Tempe, Arizona. None of these raisers were able to make it here today in person, but I know at least Lindsay is here on the live stream.
Well, I'd like to thank GDB and their wonderful donors for making this day possible. The staff at the campus has been phenomenal and very helpful. I'd like to thank Catherine and her staff for keeping us well fed and watered on schedule, and to the nurses for patching me up and keeping me walking after I tried to surf on a nylabone. And of course, the trainers and the RAs who were always there, positive, reinforcing us, perseverance, and everything else to teach us what we needed to know. But most of all, I want to thank the puppy raisers, Lindsay and Sophia and Riley. Lindsay will always have a special place in my heart. Not only did she take up the challenge of leaving her family and crossing country to attend Arizona State University, but she also took up the challenge and commitment to raise this wonderful dog. Sophia and Riley filled in for her when she was on college break, and the team, the fantastic team, taught him how to be loving, compassionate, caring, and very obedient. He is not afraid of anything that a college campus can throw at him, including living with 4 women. Words can't really express how I feel about the puppy raisers and how grateful I am to them and to GDB for giving me back my independence.
All right, well, we have some photos here behind me. These are pictures that Lindsay sent in. The photo on the left shows Lindsay wearing a bright blue shirt and smiling. She has both arms wrapped around a young yellow lab puppy, Owen. And the photo on the right shows Lindsay squatting down with her arm wrapped around Owen and her face gently resting on the top of Owen's head. Owen is seated beside her and wearing a green puppy jacket. I also have a letter from Lindsay, and I'm going to read it to you, Suzanne. It says, ready? Hi, my name is Lindsay Mitchell. I was the lucky girl who got to raise Owen. I got Owen when I was only 19 years old and living in my college apartment. I had no idea what I was getting into. But overall, raising Owen was truly one of the most life-changing experiences I have ever had. He would come to class with me, go to my sorority chapter meetings, run errands with me, and basically never left my side for the year that I had with him. He is the most lovable guy who loves a good cuddle, but when he wants to, he can get zoomies and play tug-of-war like nobody's business. When I heard the news that Owen found his match with Suzanne, I was so proud of him and so excited to meet Suzanne to get the experience of all good and love Owen brings to everyone he meets. Suzanne, I am so excited for you to go on this life journey with Owen, and I hope he changes your life just as much as he changed mine. I am so sad I couldn't be at graduation for such a special occasion, so give Owen a big hug for me. Thank you. All right, our last graduate today is Adam Wilson of West Lafayette, Indiana. Adam is a tactile engineer, and he is looking forward to having a dog at his side and taking him hiking, fishing, and camping. Adam received his first guide, Patton, a male yellow Labrador retriever raised by Sean, Sue, Logan, and Dylan Vita of Ravensdale, Washington. Here with us today is Sean and Sue.
Hi, thank you. I would like to thank the puppy raisers. They've done a really good job. And all the staff here at GDB, they've been really good, really helpful. And thank you. You guys deserve more of an applause than you know.
Appreciate it, Adam. And I know we're last. I just want to have you all extend a applause for all the folks who've come up here today who probably aren't used to speaking in front of large crowds. And I also thank you for having such a large crowd for us. It's really meaningful to have this opportunity. Patton, wonderful, wonderful dog, and we've gotten to get to know Adam a little bit. Fun little fact is that my wife and I met in West Lafayette, Indiana at Purdue University. And so draws a connection for us back to the community. And then I'd be remiss, Sue will not speak, unfortunately, as much as we try to coax her into it. But she wanted me to remind you all that she's the one who raised Patton. So just so we're clear. And I want to extend that credit out, to y'all, to, just for me personally, because I have a good sense of like what we raisers kind of bring and give to the dog, and it's a lot of time. But I was watching Adam drive Patton, and I was just like, wow. I was really impressed with what training happens after we let go, right? Because that's really where the real training kind of begins, from my perspective. So let's see. I wanted to have a good fun fact for Patton, and I think. Oh yeah, okay, that's right. We're not shy about making sure the dogs get bathed and groomed, and so they always like that. But one of the things I said to Adam, and I think I'll cap it off with this, is that get ready to be popular. Because all these dogs are going to bring attention, but Patton in particular is an attractive fella. And so I said, get used to being a Charlie Brown parent, for those of you who are familiar with that reference. But again, just want to extend a warm thanks to literally the village of people that it takes to actually do what we do here. And also extend my deep appreciation for the opportunity to actually be part of this. Adam has thanked us kind of profusely and, you know, said it's hard to give up the dog. And it is, you know, it is. We do a trick where we trade puppy and have a puppy come in early, and that kind of helps us a little bit. But I kind of explained to Adam that in my early 30s, we discovered that I had cancer, and I have survived it. I'm in my 50s now and thriving, and because they caught it and because we have good medical technology. And I was explaining that to the extent that I can, I try to bring a little extra meaning to my life. And Guide Dogs for the Blind has been one of those conduits to help me do that. And it's really just tangible. Like, a lot of this becomes really abstract until you actually get to meet Adam, right? And see the impact, the potential for the impact that you're going to have. So again, thank you so much, and really appreciate this opportunity, and really excited for you, Adam, and looking forward to this adventure. All of you having new dogs, fantastic. Thanks very much. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, that was everybody. So congratulations to all of our graduates today. You guys have put in a lot of work the last 2 weeks. We're super excited for you guys, and we really wish you the best as you go home and start your new life and adventure with your four-legged friend by your side. So yeah, a big round of applause for everybody. Next, we're going to do a quick guide work demonstration. Just give me a moment while we get it set up. All right. So, during training, our dogs learn most of their skills involved with guide work through the use of a clicker. This marks the behavior we want the dog to repeat. The clicker makes communication consistent, it makes it timely, and often better than with just praise or food alone. So at the beginning of training, we start by pairing food with the sound of the click. Usually this is a very quick process. They learn very quickly that the click means food, and then we can pair it with a desired behavior. Here's Jenna. She has with her the dog in training named Jacob. He's a yellow Labrador retriever. And she's just asking him for some basic obedience. She's asking him to sit. When he does, she's giving him a click, and then she's giving him a piece of food. So next, she's going to demonstrate how our clients can use a fist for a targeting behavior and the clicker to teach all sorts of things for their dog to target when they go home. So she's starting with a fist target, and when the dog touches her fist, she's clicking, giving a piece of food. Now she's going to use that fist, as a bridge on this bench I've placed on the stage to show the dog that it's actually the bench that we want the dog to target. She's given a little bit distance, taking a few steps back, and Jacob's happily going up to it and showing that he's understanding that she wants him to target this bench. She's going to take another few steps back and pick up his harness handle. And look at that. Jacob is working right up to that bench. He's already figured it out. So the goal here is for Jacob to actually be able to work from a further distance. So she's adding some distance, and there he goes, taking her right to that bench one more time. Let's see if he can do it all the way from the stairs. She's going to go take Jacob back to the stairs, pick up his harness handle, and sure enough, there he goes, happily wagging his tail, and he's targeted that bench. So this simple targeting technique can be widely used in the client's home area. They can use it to teach just about anything they want on their routes, maybe an ATM machine, pedestrian walk buttons, bus stops, anything that they want to find as they go, they can use this clicker technique to teach their dog to target. Jenna and Jacob are going to stay up here after we're all done. So if you have any questions about dog training, client training program, or if you just really want to meet Jacob because he's so cute, you are welcome to come up and ask, and they will be happy to answer. That concludes our program for this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you are interested in volunteering, joining our staff, or if you know anybody who might benefit from our services, please visit guidedogs.com. Also, if you're interested in making a donation to support our mission, please text the word partnerships to 50155, and you'll find that on the screen behind me as well. For those viewers at home, thank you for joining us. We hope to see you soon. And for those of you who are here today, please feel free to join us in the lobby out here for some refreshments. There's a gift shop will also be open. There's an array of clothes, gifts, dog toys, pretty much lots of stuff. And there's also tours available if you are interested. The tours, if you're interested in that, they'll take place start in about 10 minutes from now, and you can just gather by the doors that are opposite of the refreshment table. So, we hope you all have a great afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations one more time to all the graduates today.